Alright, welcome back to the channel if you have been here before. If not, welcome. And basically, today we're going to be going over my net worth. In my last video, which I just recorded, was my 6-month update. So if you haven't watched that, go check that out first and then come back and watch this one. Basically, this is the first net worth video I'm doing. So somebody I watch on YouTube actually posts these like every single month. His name is, well, I don't know his actual name actually, but the account name is Slow Stack Society. I'm going to go ahead and link his videos and his channel in the description below. That's who I got this document from, this Excel sheet. So we're going to go ahead and be filling this in for May of 2026. And we're going to see what it looks like, what the goals should be. We'll kind of play around with the numbers and see what we can get to. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into that. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that now. And I'm going to go ahead and increase the there we go. Now you guys can see it a little bit better now. Should I increase it more? Let's see. This might be too much. Actually, you know what? This is pretty good actually. This is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all the numbers in first. This is what he does as well, and then we'll go through everything. I'll kind of explain things as we go. Basically, this is gonna be the first number is gonna be my bank account. You will always see a low number for me in this. I don't like leaving money in my account. I hate it. I really do hate it. It's like I'm allergic to having money in my account. But I will go ahead and start adding in the regular inventory and then the miscellaneous inventory. And we'll go ahead and do regular inventory first. That is at $23,701.31. This is for the shoe business. Let me go ahead and add this number in real quick. This is for the shoe business. Basically, I resell shoes online. My regular inventory is basically all of the shoes that have boxes, even if they have no lids on the box. That's all the regular inventory. And then the miscellaneous inventory is any shoes that don't have boxes or stuff that isn't shoes. So sometimes I sell hats, video games, stuff like that. They are a much like smaller quantity than the regular inventory. That's why I call it regular versus miscellaneous. I did not put what they are actually worth after fees when they sell because I don't know when they're gonna sell. I have a sell-through rate of it takes like 9 to 10 months of each item to sell through. That is what it's currently at. I'm trying to get that down to 6 months, but I'm going based off of what I have invested in my inventory because that is what someone would be willing to pay for it all right now as we speak. So basically, I'm going to be using profits from this business and the Uber income that I talked about in the last video to offset some of the liabilities that I have, and in order to get into a positive net worth by the end of the year. I believe I'm already at a positive net worth after I put the numbers in, but I did want to preface that before I do put in the rest of the stuff in. My car is close to around $7,000, but I'm gonna say it's only worth $5,000 because if I needed cash today, that's what I probably could get. And then with the liabilities, we're gonna go one by one with each credit card, and then I do not owe any money on my car, and I do have some student loans, so I'm gonna go ahead and add those numbers in real quick. These are large numbers, and I talked about it in the last video, but basically I went into more debt in order to increase the inventory of the shoe business in order to end up getting a positive net worth faster. I was at a negative net worth in November. I wish I had all those numbers. I could maybe go back and try to figure that out, but I do remember it being negative, so this is a big step up from where I was at before. I'm now a positive 5.9K. You guys will see month over month, I'm going to be going ahead and paying down these credit cards a lot faster. And I'm going to be really focusing on them. I will actually not even be buying more inventory. I'm going to just be selling out as much of my inventory as possible. All the profits, all the even the cost basis for the shoe will be going towards debt on top of the Uber income. And basically, I'm trying to have my Uber income outpace what I actually spend as a personal expense. That way, it increases the speed of which that we pay all these liabilities off. So eventually, I want to get to zero on the liabilities. Now, I am going to be buying the house that I live in currently. I talked about that a little bit last video. Basically, I'm going to be buying it in the next year or so. So that liability number is going to actually increase a lot, but so are my assets. So I'm actually going to be buying the house with a ton of equity already in it, which is going to be really nice. And I don't have to come to the table with the down payment, which is pretty cool. It's kind of complicated, and I'll probably break it down in another video. But for right now, that's what it looks like. So we'll go through the assets first. So assets, I have $71 in my bank account, $23,701.31 in the regular inventory, and then $12,683.45 in miscellaneous. And my car is worth $5,000. So total assets were at $41,456. Obviously, we want that to be the only thing on here and have no liabilities, but that is not the case right now. So going into the liabilities, we have the Chase card at $16,446, Discover at $659, Bank of America at $5,869, Apple credit card at $4,244, and then my student loans at $8,300. So good thing is I don't owe anything on my car. I have never owed anything on it. I bought it cash, so that's nice. I just wanted to add it in there, that way I feel a little bit better about the situation. But total liabilities comes up to $35,520, which leaves us with a net worth of $5,936.35. Now, I am currently 22 years old. Not the greatest, but I'll take it for now. I've been in a lot worse situations, so I am definitely trending in the positive direction. You guys may not be able to see it, but I definitely feel that way. And I do want to say that my Bank of America card is on 0% until next April, so I'll be making like a $50-something payment every month towards that until it gets closer to accruing interest, and that's when I'll start paying off this full balance. And then when it comes to Discover, I have paid down that full statement balance. This is just extra that I have spent. I actually bought some inventory, so that is part of that right there. Chase is where I had a lot of shoe purchases on there. I've had all sorts of purchases on there. It has racked up. I was actually supposed to balance transfer most of this over to the Discover card, but I do not have the balance transfer available right now. So I'm kind of just waiting on Discover to do that. There is a merger from Discover to Capital One, so I really don't know what's happening with that. I may have to wait till July or August, whenever it does switch over to Capital One, for me to be able to do that balance transfer. But at least for now, I'm gonna get this paid down to 0, and then I'll probably get the Apple card paid to under $4,000, and then this should be close to the same amount. And the Chase card, I should be getting it down to $14,000 by next month. I'm gonna do these at the end of every single month. Right now, I'm recording on the 28th, and actually these numbers have changed a little bit because these are from the morning. I did have some revenue come in from the shoe sales, but that is not shown right here. And the Uber income that I made today too. So, and from the past couple days. So I get paid every Tuesday for Uber for the previous Monday to Sunday. So hopefully the next one lands on a time where I just get paid. That way it looks a little bit better. But the goal right now, what we're going to put as the goal is road to 10,000 net worth. We're going to do it in increments. I have been at 50,000 net worth and then all the way back down to negative 20,000. A couple years ago, I lost over 20 grand in just the business alone and really tanked everything. And I was also in debt with credit cards. So I have been through it all at this point, and I am going to take the very steady route and basically deleting all these liabilities off the balance sheet and focusing on just increasing the assets. And a lot of you guys will say, why don't you have a savings account? I don't need one. That might sound crazy, but if I really did need money and I needed an emergency fund, as you would say, I could just use the credit cards. It's terrible to say that, but as of right now, I would rather have my money paying off debt that's accruing interest than me just having money sitting in the bank. I think that's really stupid. You guys will probably say otherwise. You guys will probably rip me for having all that money wrapped up in the business, but that is what it is currently. And as of right now, my net worth is $5,936.35. So, road to 10K. We might make it next month. We might make it in July. We might make it in August. We'll have to wait and see. I do think I will get close next month. Hopefully, I do have a trip planned for Mexico for a week. All of the expenses for that trip has already been paid for ahead of time, so that shouldn't affect too much. Other than me not being able to bring any income in, I do have to put vacation mode on all the platforms I sell on. So I may get sales during that week on eBay, because people can still choose to buy if they want to wait for it to be shipped. But as of right now, looks like I'm going to just write off that week as no income. But I also have no expenses because I've already prepaid all of those. So right now, that is what it's looking like. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I'll link everybody's stuff in the description. I'm supposed to. And I also created a website. I want you guys to check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else at this point that you guys should know. I think that's pretty much it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.